What is good with it though? So just woke up about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours ago, and was doing my reading this morning, and I got a little inspired to speak on a subject that I think a lot of people would benefit from. And this subject is how you can eat more food or intake more calories while not gaining as much weight, or being able to fuel yourself better for workouts by intaking that larger amount of calories so that you can have better performance in your workouts, as well as just have the ability to eat more if you're, a bottomless pit like I am. So if I could, backtrack in time to tell you a little bit about my experience when I first started working out. I was on a bro split, arms, chest, legs, back, all in separate days. And I was tracking on MyFitnessPal. I did that for about 2 years straight. And I was eating about 3,600 calories to gain 1.5 pounds a week. I was bulking for football. I was transitioning from a wide receiver and outside linebacker / safety to a defensive end and right tackle. So, your boy had to get big. And I was mainly doing that bodybuilding style of training, and it didn't help me burn more calories, I came to notice. Where now, when I'm making the transition into, or I have made the transition into strength training, my main compound movements, squat, deadlift, bench press, overhead press, pull-ups as well too, and doing cardio, a mix of low intensity, like walking on an incline, or light run, or doing a higher intensity like sprints, or back to the lower intensity, I'd ride my bike. But I also enjoy uphill bike riding too, so I would consider that in the sprint category for that higher intensity, fast twitch muscle fiber exercise. But I do that about 3 times a week at least, and I strength train 4 times a week. I also box, that's another form of cardio. But this transition into that strength training 4 times a week and using cardio 2, sometimes 4 times a week has allowed me to, let's put it this way, if I eat 3,500 calories a day, I basically sit right at high 80s. I'm about 188, 189. If I eat 4,000 calories a day, I'll chill around the 190 zone. That seems to be my I'll gain about 1/2 pound a week, around 4,000 calories. And once I bump it up to 4,500, or if I eat 4,500 consistently, I start to get into those low 90s. So my caloric expenditure is so much higher, and I definitely contribute it to the fact that when you are doing a bodybuilding type training, it's more of an endurance style training. You go for 3 hours straight, and what that does is it's very similar to a marathon runner. Any sort of endurance training like that increases the amount of muscle glycogen that your body produces inside of the muscles. And if we go into the muscles, your body has 3 grams of water compared to every gram of muscle glycogen. So when you have more muscle glycogen, your body's gonna store more water in your muscles, aka you get that big puffy look of having larger muscles, but they almost look inflated and they're not as thick or dense. Where strength training increases your contractile proteins, which is fancy words for what helps you contract better, helps you contract your muscles a little bit better. And I would go as far to say as it helps you recruit more muscle fibers as well, and you're also taxing your nervous system and your neuromuscular efficiency a lot more. I believe that effect right there of recruiting more muscle fibers, increasing the amount of contractile proteins, is going to make your metabolism increase. It's going to make you burn more calories, just because, the old classic saying that the more muscle you have on your body, the more calories you're going to burn. Well, if you're a bodybuilder, You got more muscles, but you also have a lot more water, so it might not even out. Where if you're aiming for strength training, you have denser muscle. So I would go as far to say as you have more muscle, just it's a lot more dense and compacted into your body. As well as, I increase my overall NEAT, my non-exercise activity thermogenesis. So I go on walks a lot like this. I go on about 1 to 2 walks a day. I try to go for about 10 to 25 minutes or so a day of walking. That also increases my caloric burn by about 150 calories or so a day, as well as the cardio and the strength training on top of that, where I was playing football, working out 4 to sometimes 7 days a week and not burning nearly as many calories as I am now. So that's just a little bit of advice to some people. If you're wanting to eat more food, maybe to increase your performance because you need more carbs in your diet, switch over to a strength training program, do cardio 3 to 4 times a week, and go on walks and ride your bike. That's it.